I think I finally found it, man. I think I finally found leg drive in the bench press. It's funny, man, all these years of training and, here and there caring about bench press and then completely letting it go for large periods of time and then coming back to it over the years. And now, really investing myself into this, finally understanding that the bench press is not just a little movement, it's a full body movement. And I've done a lot of practicing. I've basically trained, other than the week holiday that I had, I've trained bench press every single day for the last few months. Always warm up with it. As soon as I come in, I lay on the bench, do it. 5 sets of 20 on the bar, and then 60 kilos is my working weight, and I just been repping it for a long time. Now I'm doing 80 kilos, so I'll play it in a half. So lots of practice and lots of kind of messing around with different techniques. Elbows, wrists, shoulders, lower back, all that stuff. And today, something clicked, man. Something really clicked. I found leg drive. So I changed the way I set up my shoulders. I get better positioning the way I do it now, with kind of raising my arms above my shoulders and kind of wriggling down into position. And then as I was kind of doing that, I somehow discovered leg drive. And so now I am contracting my quads, and I feel like my glutes are coming off the bench if I really, really flex my quads. And I'm actually slipping on the floor. That's how much I'm pushing. And that's allowed something to happen. So now the bench press feels a lot lighter. And so I was able to do 80 kilos for sets of 30. I did 3 of those sets, which is a very significant increase, and just comfort level and positioning and bottom position especially. Everything feels a lot better. And so I've discovered leg drive, but, a big but, I was getting cramps in my lower back and my thoracic back like I've never experienced before. Mid-set, doing these sets of 30, cramping both erectors, both sides, just underneath the shoulder blades, severe cramping, and then I would have to kind of let go of the quads to survive the set. And then getting out, after the sets, cramping, then I'm kind of curling up into a ball to try and relieve some of that tension. And then straight away I'm thinking about the fella that I saw at the gym. I've made a video about him a few times. The young fella, 23-year-old, that benched the 270 kilos in the bench. I recorded him and we spoke, a bit about him. But when he attempted 210, I remember he said to me that he's, straight after that attempt, he failed it, but he said his upper back is absolutely fried from it. And he was kind of curling up into a ball similar to what I did today. So not only that, but my quads were absolutely getting lit up. And so before I even got to the bloody bench press, before I got to the squat, I was already fried. I was already fully fatigued from the bench press. And so I know for years people were saying to me, the bench press is a full body workout. And so I kind of understood that, but I didn't really understand it from like an anecdote point of view. Today I'm like, wow, the bench press really is a lot more than I thought. If you engage the leg drive, your back lights up, your arms, chest, everything lights up. It's a full body wrestling match. I am exhausted right now. Like I had doubts I was going to be able to do the squats because that's how much my quads and my upper back was fried from that constant contraction during the sets of 30, whatever. How long does it take? A minute or something? I don't really know. It's a long isometric contraction. It's a long hold in the quads and the upper back when you're benching. So it's proper fatiguing. I really love the sensation though. I don't really get that type of contraction in my upper back damn near anything. Like if you think about all of the back movements, barbell rows, pull-ups, I'm even thinking back raises on the GHD, good mornings, I've never felt cramps like this. It's something about isometric contractions where you are contracting a muscle and there is no movement in that joint. You're just holding. And I think those type of exercises are prone to cramping and real exhaustion because the nervous system is constantly firing without any breaks for a long period of time. And so this is a very, very interesting discovery for me. I've tried to mess around with leg drive in the past, and I always felt like it wasn't really adding anything. It was just like a separate thing that I'm doing while I'm benching. Why would I do that? But now the leg drive is making the pushing on the bench press easier, right? So the weight's flying up, but I'm getting smashed in the quads and the upper back, or mid back. So very interesting. Out of all of the movements that I've ever done, the bench press is probably the one that is most built for. Ironically, I cared about it the least. I tend to love things that are very, very hard for some reason. But now that I've discovered that the bench press is more than just a freaking pec and tricep thing, which I originally thought years ago, now I'm like, damn, this is a lot of back as well. And so I think this is going to ignite something for me as well. Even though I'm benching it all the time now, there's a bit more of a love to it now. Like, I really love the sensation today. Like, this was a proper freaking wrestling match on the bench press. Yeah, pretty cool feeling. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.